ready whenever you are. Okay, hi everybody. Good morning. Happy Thursday. Happy April Fool's Day. Hope you've not been doing anything too cheeky, or I'm sorry if I've ruined the surprise if you have been preparing something. We will go through a short family time yoga with myself, Kelly, and I hope you managed to get your mats around in a circle, or at least close-ish to one another. Have some props, cushions, blocks, things available, and let's begin so we don't lose any time. Find your seat, find some shoulder rolls just to wake your bodies up this morning, and then shoulder rolls forward. And then with your hands on your knees, I'd like you to take some big circles around your body. So you're kind of bringing the belly in, and then you're lifting your chest out to your families in the room. Bringing the belly in, lifting the chest. I'd like you to take 3 more like this. Feel those hips starting to wake. And then reverse. So you're taking it the other way. Feel the body. Smile into your space, into your families. Take 1 more big circle. Good, and then recross the legs the other way. Have your hands in a fist, and I'd like you to take some snaky actions into your fingers and into your arms, into your wrists, opening those tight spots this morning. And then I'd like you to push your hands out to your families, into your space. Breathe in and then lift up as you breathe out. We've got a little bit of a musical background. Breathe in and then breathe out. Lifting tall. Breathe in. Breathe out. This time we're going to lift through the fingertips. Breathe in. And then bring the hands out to the side, breathe out. Breathe in to gather the air. Sitting really tall, breathe out. Take 1 more. Breathe out. Now let your right hand come down. Lift up through the left. So I'm doing the same as you, so make sure you listen to my rights and lefts as you lift up. And take a little bend to the side. Feel that gorgeous stretch. Breathe in. Breathe out. Lift up and take it the other way. Breathe in. Breathe out. Feel that lovely stretch. 2 more. Breathe in. Breathe out. 1 more. Breathe out. Lift on up. Now we're going to work our core. How do your bellies feel this morning? If you're on a cushion or something like me, it's best to come off it. Come onto the normal side of your mat, so the long side. Lift your feet, balance on your bottoms, on your seat. Lift up through your fingers. Think of a string pulling up on your chest. Take a breath in. And then start to lower down, but we're not going to come all the way down. We're just going to hover. Breathe in to lift up. Breathe out to lower down. Breathe in to lift up. You've got this. Breathe out to lower down. Breathe in to lift up. Breathe out to lower down. Take 1 more, hold here, lift through the fingers. We take another 5, 4, 3, you've got this, 2. Now cross your feet, come forward and come straight into your down dog. So you're upside down in your V. I'd like you to walk out. I'd like you to gently bring the hips side to side, so you're easing out through the side body. You're spreading your hands wide. You're breathing. Always breathing. Now come back to your normal down dog. Take a big breath in, big breath out. Step your right foot forward into your lizard. Lift up through your hands. Take a breath in. Open the heart. Squeeze those shoulders, and this time really open through your shoulders. Big breath in. Big breath out. One more to breathe in. One more to breathe out. And now we're going to get both hands and we're going to bring them down inside that right leg. You might find you need a bit of extra propping on your cushions or your block. And here we have a lovely, quite deep hip opening. Okay, so feel the hip, the left hip start to open, start to unwind. We have 3 breaths. Send it into your hip, okay? So take a breath in. If you wish, you can lift up off the back knee as well. Take a breath in, breath out, breath in, breath out. One more breathing in, breathing out. Now keep just the left hand down. Same arm as leg forward. You're going to twist. You can drop the knee if you need. And you take a twist either with the hand up or keep it low, or a bit more can open you out. So we're in this really funky twisted lizard. And I'd like you to say hi to your families. Take a breath in, breath out. Now we're going to take some big circles. Draw your favorite color in your space. So you're filling your space up with your favorite color. Take 2 more big circles through that shoulder. One more big gorgeous circle. Frame your foot, so you might need to walk it in. Step it back to your downward facing dog. Take a full breath in, full breath out. Let's have a bit of fun in our down dog. So walk your hands forward. Let me explain this first, otherwise you might fall. I'd like you to be really careful here. We're going to take some bunny hops. So we're going to just hop and then land with the bent knees, okay? If it's too much to hop too high, just do some little hops on the spot and have a bit of fun with that. Keep the head heavy and then hop and then land on your feet. We take a little hop and then we land. Maybe you can catch yourself. If you really feel a bit unsteady, you can come nearer a wall so you have that visual support. Take a few more and just do little bunny hops. Have a bit of fun, get the heart rate going, get some energy in those legs. Take one more, land back, let that go. One to practice after class. Take a child's pose, take a big breath in, or a rock as we call it. Big breath out. Oh. Feel safe, feel secure. Let your hips just feel heavy on your ankles. Big breath out. Oh. Ease back up to your upside down V. Take a full breath in, full breath out. Now we're taking the left foot forward. We drop really gently and kindly onto our right knee and we lift up once again through the fingers. We open the heart, we squeeze the shoulders. Feel that chest open. 2 more. Feel the chest open. 1 more. You've got this, guys. Feel the chest open. Now we have our deep lizard stretch where we come forward, we sink down. Perhaps we're here. Perhaps you have something you'd like to keep the hands rested on. feel that right hip. Notice how it feels, because one side definitely feels different than the other. How does it feel? Are you pushing yourselves, or are you being really kind to yourself and knowing where you need to go? Maybe it feels better with the knee off the mat. Take another 3 deep breaths and think of that breath in, shining into that right hip. Breath in, shining it into that right hip. Take one more. Breath out. Relax the shoulders. Slowly start to lift yourself up. Take a big breath to lift up through the fingers. Now I'd like you to bring your hands to your plank. So remember, the plank is long. We have our imaginary glass of water. Maybe you fancy some apple juice this morning, orange juice. That's balanced on our backs. We press up between our shoulders and we lift up into our belly. We lower the knees now. We hold. And we gently, with the arms not coming out, but they come back past our bellies, past our ribs, onto the mats. Hands are forward. We inhale. We lift our heart and then we snake out the cobras. We breathe in, we lift up. We open the heart. We feel really tall and really majestic. And then we snake out through the cobra. Take one more. Hands can be wherever feel good. Smile and snake it on out. Hands come back. Push to your rock and hold here. I'd like you to straighten those hands and walk them over to your right. So we have a little bit of a bend in our rock this morning. Rocks don't often have bends, but this one does. We take a big breath in, big breath out. We walk over to the other side and we have a little bend in our rock this side. Big breath in, big breath out. Super. I'd like you to come up. Okay. We're going to take a little bit of a stretch into our hips and also into our shoulders for quite a deep stretch, okay, that we have going on here. Now there are 2 ways of doing this, so listen first before you have a go. I'd advise you to fold up your mats, or at least have a cushion under your knees if you decide to take the option on the knees. And what you're going to do here is have your hands on your lower back, so your wrists, your hands are really pressed into your lower back. You're going to push your hips forward like you're pushing energy out of your hips, and you're going to open your heart and squeeze your shoulders. Maybe lift up the head or keep looking forward if that hurts your neck. Squeeze that shoulder. If it's too much on the knees, you can take it standing up. Again, you're pushing the hips forward and you're squeezing the shoulders, squeezing your glutes, and take a breath. Not looking back if it hurts. Keep the gaze forward. Breathe all the way into the back of the heart. And we want to take 3 big breaths here. Take a version that feels good for you, not anyone else in your space. And when you feel ready, you lift up. You can sit back for a moment. Just gather your thoughts, gather your mind. And then take it again. If you wish, and only if you feel good, you can tuck the toes under. And if it's available, and it's not going to hurt your back, because I don't want any injuries or any pain, because it doesn't benefit anyone, then you can sit back a bit, and then maybe you can catch your heels if you're not too far away from them. Keep pushing those hips forward, squeezing an imaginary lemon between your shoulder blades, and take the eyesight wherever feels comfortable for the neck. And if you are ready here, you want to lift on out, without twisting out. So come on straight up rather than twisting up. Wherever you are, take another 2 deep breaths. If you're standing up, that's also perfect. Think of pushing those hips forward so they're over the knees. And then lift on up. Give your back a little massage. Make it feel really lovely. Sit back. Come down if you're standing. I hope everyone feels good after that. And I'd like to come to a deep puppy pose. So puppies and dogs have a wonderful way of stretching in the morning. And I'd like you to bring the knees wide, straighten the hands forward, and sink the chest down to really open those shoulders. If you have your prop available, you can bring it under your head. Let's take 5 really, really deep breaths here so that you feel the body in the space, so that you open those shoulders, open that heart and hips as well. Everything's kind of feeling this morning. Let's take another big breath in. Take another big breath out. Super. Slowly come up. So you've been in your long, big puppy stretch and you're going to come and sit up. Take a few shoulder rolls. We did quite a lot of deep stretches today, so you're probably going to feel that. Let's do a final one into our hips. So I'd love if you can come into a circle with your families. Feet are touching and connected. If that's not possible to connect, then just be on your own space. Have your hips so they're opened, your legs open. Flex your feet so your toes come towards you. Have your hands forward. Now you can have it on your prop in front of you, and you begin to walk forward, resting those elbows. Breathe in and breathe out. Stretching open those hips and inner thighs. If you have your toes connected, give them a little wiggle to your families. Maybe you reach your hands connected to each other forward or to the side. Relax those shoulders away from the ears. Zip the belly up. We have 5 deep breaths. Let the breath be longer and slower and deeper. Notice how far you've gone. Is that enough? Do you need to come out? Often if we stopped breathing, we know that we need to come out of something because it's our body telling us, ouch, that's too far. Take another 2 deep breaths. Relax the shoulders and neck. And I'd like you to inhale to come up. If you're connected to your family, then say thank you very much and come back to your own space. Cross your legs. Sit on your cushions or mats. Be a little closer to one another if you can. And we're going to take 3 rounds of a deep breath that I call Shivananda Breath. So what we're going to do is, and this is going to be, everyone's going to be at different speeds in your family. So you're going to take a breath in. You're going to hold the breath for however long you can, so not someone else in the room, just for you. And then you're going to take a big breath out, the long breath that feels good for you, okay? We're going to take 3 of those. So just take a breath in, take a breath out, relax your shoulders, and then start to take a deep breath in. Hold the breath for however long feels comfortable until you can't do it anymore. So close your eyes and really feel that. And when you really, really, really can't anymore, Then you start to release out through the mouth, letting the shoulders soften. I'd like you to take 2 more of those. So this is not a competition, remember, this is personal to you. No rush to finish. Maybe you have a super long breath that's able to keep going for a while. But whenever you have finished, close your eyes. Keep still. See if you can keep that silence. Just either silence or just a breath. Notice how much more space you have within you, and it's a really good breath to do if you get a bit worried or anxious or nervous. Bring your prayer hands together at your heart space and give yourself a really big thanks. In fact, say out loud, thank you for coming this morning. I'd like you to all say that. Thank you for coming this morning. Just to show thanks to yourself and to your families and the other families that have joined. Just bring the hands together with a little rub. Create some heat. Open the eyes, and I'd like you to bring that heat and bring it into your family. So kind of pushing it out, giving them loads of warmth, loads of love. And finish either with a hug to yourself, or if you're feeling like it, a hug to someone in your family. Maybe you haven't hugged them for a while, so this is a time to do it. You don't need my permission, of course, but sometimes we need that encouragement. Thank you once again for joining. I hope you had some fun with the bunny hops, which we haven't done before. Your hips feel a bit open, you feel a bit more energized, also a bit calm. Use these tools through the days, that's how they become really beneficial. There is no class on Saturday because it's Easter, so you get a time to have a fun Easter weekend. But I'll be back next week. Have a lovely weekend, enjoy the long time off, and looking forward to some more practice with you all in the